All right, I'm gonna be fixing this switch on this Coleman CT200UEX. It's a pretty easy fix. This is the old broken switch. This is a new one that I got off Amazon for about 10 bucks. The link is in the description if you want to get it. It's this one works perfectly. This one will not turn on. So I just cut this off of here. As you can see right here, this is the old wire. Now I'm going to attach these two wires to the two wires in here and then run this down to this right here. This plugs into the flywheel, and then this will have to get soldered on right there. So I'm going to start by exposing these wires. You can just cut open this sleeve. Now we have these two red and green wires exposed. Now I'm going to assume that this, oh perfect, wait, not red, black, the Quan. All right, so this one should go right in there, and this one should go right in here. We're going to have to strip these and solder them onto here. All right, I don't have a stripper, so I'm using this little tool. I'm gonna try to break the rubber around the edges. I definitely recommend investing in a good wire stripper. This is not exactly the most efficient way to do it. Now we're just gonna twist this end up and do the same with the other side. This is so bad. Oh yeah, that works super well. Now all I need to do is just put these, they're color coded, into their corresponding color, and then crimp this shut. Maybe the other way. Now for added protection, I'm gonna solder that on. All right, here's my soldering iron and some solder. We'll put a link for a good cheap soldering iron in the description. They're pretty cheap. All right, there we are. That's the first one. This is sus. All right, we're doing the next one. Next. All right, there we are, and I'm just gonna put some tape over it for added protection. You want to make sure to wrap these individually so they don't touch, so that will mess up the connections. Now I'm gonna wrap them up both together. All right, there we are. We have our new connection. All right, this next part is probably the easiest part. We're just gonna install this right here so your thumb can easily reach it and turn your bike on and off. Important that it's easy to reach in case of emergencies, of course. Just unscrew these two. Don't lose these screws. Put this on right here, right next to the throttle. I'll just put these screws in again. Don't tighten them all the way. I'm gonna tighten this one a decent bit because I won't be able to reach it when I'm over here. Just gonna tighten that about as much as I can. Work this over here. And you wanna sit on your mini bike and make sure, get it in a good spot where it feels natural to turn it on and off. Right about there feels good. So I'm gonna go around this bottom screw, keep it in place, tighten that all the way. Now if you have a right angle screwdriver, oh no, look at that, I can just go right up under there. Tighten that one down too. Make sure they're both pretty tight. Don't strip them out, but you don't want this to move around. All right, now that's on like that. Next part, we have to connect it to the engine. So if your connection is already good down here, then you won't have to mess with this. Mine is broken, so I'm gonna have to fix it. So this comes from the switch, and it goes down through here. And we're gonna find where it comes through this cluster right here and pull it down a little bit more. And then right here, pull that through. So we have some extra slack to work with here. So here we have the two ends. This is the black one. Now this should just get plugged in right here, right into this thing. Just plug it in, push it until it snaps like that, and then it's all tight. Now this one will have to be grounded into the body of the engine, the block. Now to do that, we have this little piece. Now this piece, the wire will go right in there, and then this will get bolted on right there. That's bolt. So we're gonna solder this piece right on here. Just gonna insert it in through there as much as we can. Hold it right there. Now, a tip for soldering is if you get the actual object that you're trying to solder heated up first, the solder will adhere better. All right, there we go. We'll let that cool and then attach it right up there. All right, we're just gonna take this off, this bolt, and attaches the gas tank. we're gonna take this little piece that we just soldered, put it right up there, right on there. And then we're gonna screw this back on. And tighten it down. Until it's nice and tight. And there we go. Now it should start up and turn on. Let's test it. And there we go. Now it should turn off if I did everything right. There we go, it turns off just fine. So now in an emergency, I can just easily switch it off.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.